Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds, back in the studio, halfway point of the week, and we kicked off the playoffs last night in the wild card series. Who got the dubs?
In the best of three, of course, game one, you put a chokehold on everybody else, and that happened, obviously. It's going to. Pitching is the key, and as the late Bill Verdon always maintained in a short series, the teams with the best pitching would win. Well, the Detroit Tigers sent their ace to the hill against the Cleveland Guardians in Cleveland, and their ace is pretty doggone good. His name is Tariq Skubal. He won the Cy Young Award last year, probably going to win it again this year. The guy is incredible. Struck out 14 Cleveland Guardians. That's a career high for him. And the Detroit Tigers held on, beat Cleveland 2-1. So the Tigers are up 1-0, need one more win. Let's see what happens. Chicago Cubs had an outstanding bullpen performance. They brought in three of their bullpen pitchers, and they were able to stop the San Diego Padres down the stretch. Cubs got back-to-back home runs that was enough to win the game. Chicago Cubs 3, San Diego Padres 1. The Boston Red Sox had their ace starter, Garrett Crochet, out there, and all he did was strike out 11. The one-time Tennessee All-America had the Yankees really kind of eating out of their hands. But then it ended in a strange fashion because Crochet went to the bullpen. In comes the zillionaire reliever who the Red Sox have, Aroldis Chapman, and he loads the bases in the ninth inning with nobody out. 50,000 fans at Yankee Stadium just raising hell, carrying on. The noise is unbelievable. Chapman gets the next three batters out, two of them on strikeouts, and the Red Sox get the victory over the New York Yankees 3-1. Out in Los Angeles, I should say, the Cincinnati Reds, their pitching was exposed in this game, sent Hunter Green to the hill. He couldn't answer the challenge, and the Dodgers lit him up with 5 home runs, 2 of them by Shohei Ohtani, 2 of them by Teoscar Hernandez, and the Dodgers win 10-5. So Game 2 coming up today at all the parks. They're all being played in the same parks, of course, the team with the home field advantage. So they all could end today, but we'll find out what happens a little bit later on.
I still cannot believe the Detroit Tigers are currently playing the wild card after the start of
They shouldn't be.
That just blows me away. I kind of feel bad for the Cleveland Guardians because they're actually playing a lot higher tier team than you usually would face in the wild card round. But that's the way baseball goes. Speaking of which, the baseball Bears at Missouri State are going to play some fall games. Is that right?
They've already played one of them. They have another couple remaining. The NCAA allows what is essentially 4 exhibition games in the fall before the spring season gets underway. But the big one, as far as we're all concerned, is October 9th. That is a week from tomorrow night, and that's the Battle for Bell. It's an ALS benefit game, Missouri State versus Drury. It's a lot of fun. It always has been. It's being played at Hammons Field, and it'll start at 6 o'clock. It's Missouri State versus Drury, and it benefits the only ALS clinic for hundreds of miles around here, and that's out at Cox. The Cox Health Systems, they have it. Benefits ALS, folks, is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, most often referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease. Is a terrible affliction, and indeed, this is a benefit for it to benefit in terms of the implements that will make life easier for the victims of ALS. Hope you're there at Hammons Field. That is next Thursday, October 9th.
Coach Prime, not happy with the way things went down again.
He did what he had to do, and I'm glad he did. This is Deion Sanders, about whom we're talking. He did not, and I think he's probably telling the truth, did not hear any of this because he's on the field Saturday when Colorado played Brigham Young. It's a Big 12 conference game in Boulder, Colorado. The fans, some of them, got a little unruly in terms of their comments toward the Brigham Young team and their Mormon faith and so forth. In fact, they were profane. And the university has been fined $50,000, which really isn't all that much, and they've been reprimanded. But Coach Prime in his press conference says, I am very sorry for all of this. No, I didn't hear any of it. I couldn't have with all the noise going on. But it's kids who were drinking high, and I apologize to all of them. Brigham Young, we love you, and so forth. And Deion did exactly the right thing, and I'm really proud of him for doing it.
Did you ever see the interview where you're talking about coming to coach at Colorado for the first time? Around the second quarter, the entire stadium smelling like weed because they're in Colorado. All the students are getting stoned right after the first quarter.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
What the hell is going on here? Well, the Cardinals had a pretty big meeting yesterday, and now we know who's running the front office.
Well, everybody knew that to begin with when Mr. Muselock stepped down, and this is Chaim Bloom, and the press up in St. Louis and some fans got the first opportunity to meet Mr. Bloom, who's a 40-ish wonderkin, so to speak, in baseball. He took the Tampa Bay Rays over a period of 15 years and made them into a big winner. He's a very bright guy. He's Yale University and has a particular command of the analytics in baseball. But what he said yesterday pretty much was towing the line. He said, look, we're not going to make any changes. Over the years, the Cardinals have been successful by building from within, and that's an indication they're going to stay with what they have, although they may make some key deals for older players. He also said that Ali Marmol will remain as the field manager, so it was pretty much routine, but Mr. Bloom made his presence known, and indeed, I think that will be the case. I think the Cardinals are going to go, I know they are, they're going to go with what they are building in the talent realm, and heck, they have a champion down here in the Springfield Cardinals, so indeed we'll find out just exactly what happens.
It must feel good, or at least easier for him to say that when your minor league team just won a championship. So good on the Springfield Cardinals, helping the big guys out. We had the wild card kickoff yesterday. When's most of those game 2 happening?
They will all happen on the very same schedule as they were yesterday, and that's today, and they all 4 could be over because the team with that, this is best of 3, folks, and when you have a 1-game-to-none lead and a best of 3, you're in pretty doggone good shape. That's the Detroit Tigers lead the Cleveland Guardians, the Chicago Cubs lead the San Diego Padres, the Boston Red Sox had the lead over the New York Yankees, and out west, the Dodgers had the lead over the Cincinnati Reds. Again, all 4 could end today, or we may go to a third and deciding game tomorrow. Find out what's on the agenda.
The Kansas City Chiefs head to Florida to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars next Monday night. And what's the line right now?
The Chiefs are a favored team by 3.5 points over the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is an interesting game because, folks, Jacksonville does not have a great history behind them, but this team is pretty good. Have Trevor Lawrence as their quarterback. They have very good running backfield, and they're a young team. Just got through knocking off the San Francisco 49ers out on the West Coast, and that had to be a big boost to them. And you're right, Mike, they play the Chiefs on Monday night. It's the Monday night game coming up next Monday, and of course you'll hear it right here on The Cave.
Ned, you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow, sir.